Good technique for me would be always finding like a, just play light somehow. So there's a lot of delays here, but so I can. So I play the same thing, just I don't press. So that's the way I practice.
Yeah.
So it's so light that you don't get the note.
Yeah.
So if I press just a tiny bit more,
Yep.
then I get the note, right? So the same here, very light.
No upper arm motion though.
I'm left-handed, so it's kind of
Interesting. I was wondering about that because when we were talking, you did a writing motion. And you did it with your left hand. I was like,
yeah.
I wonder if Kiko's left-handed. Do you think that Do you think that gives you an advantage with this hand, but a disadvantage with the right hand because the right hand is like writing. That's why most people play.
Yeah. So this movement, of course, with my left hand is way more precise.
Yes.
Because the writing.
Yes.
So I don't have the precision here, right?
Yeah.
So I have to practice this, and I knew since the beginning.
Yeah.
To be, practicing only.
Okay, so but with the left hand though, the power of having your dominant hand fretting, do you think that helps?
I think in the beginning, I think in the end, it might be a bit controversial, but I think, and then maybe not the right word to say lazy, but like it's only the rock musician that switch.
Right.
You never seen like somebody playing a cello, left-handed,
Yeah.
check out an orchestra. You don't have lefties there.
That's right.
Or a piano, like a piano for a lefty.
Yeah.
So it's only in rock, like the drummers they invert or bass.
That's right.
Players, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just when you start, doesn't matter, I guess. I think the bad part is like use a lot the left hand to write, to eat, to open doors, to carry heavy stuff. Then it might be too much. If you practice a lot, you might have some tendinitis. So I had some tendinitis throughout my life, and because of that.
Now, what about like economy picking or sweeping and things like that? How do you change your thumb position and things like that when you're doing
So
that?
in the very beginning, I was only into the alternate picking. And I do have a routine.
Yep.
Like practicing routine. I believe those fundamentals are so important. Understanding the movement of one of the hands first. Then you can make it more complicated with swing skipping,
How do you stay relaxed
We
though,
can talk, I can
Kiko?
look at you, and then keep doing, So you have to have this, because mainly live,
Yeah.
you need to be like,
Right.
You want to get the G, I can
Right.
the G string like this.
You know right where it is.
Because you just learn where are the strings,
I'd like to take a second to talk to you about this channel. This is actually Rick Beato 2. I've had it since the beginning of my main channel, and many of you are not subscribed. As a matter of fact, 87% of the people that watch this channel regularly are not subscribed. So I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button on this channel and on my main channel. This will help me get better guests and help continue to grow both of these channels. Thank you.
So then you can, so this is like a 1 note per string. So then you can just start doing something musical, right?
It's so relaxed though.
Just start training music, different chords, and so then you can do the same with 2.
Yep.
The pentatonics, 3 for scales, and then 4. So if I have my routine like very So the parts like one per string, two notes, one note per string, two notes per string, three notes per string. So then you start combining those things, you know. Always playing first just the right hand, so the fundamental exercises. Then I choose something more musical. Then I can, you know, the chord, like I play it here with the chords. I can create something as well. It's a great moment to discover new ways, new things, and then you never know, a song can just appear. Then you have a moment to try to push your limits, you know, try to play a little
You're playing and usually practice the metronome when you're doing these things,
metronome.
Right?
It can be,
okay, what about arpeggios when you're doing those? Now, how do you finger those? How do you practice those? And do you use sweeps in there?
Then the sweep picking came later, you know, watching the Kiko Loureiro from Gambale, you know,
right.
It's like, wow, that's hard. And then of Malmsteen, I think first Malmsteen, you know, the triad, you know, arpeggios, you know.
Yep.
Then when I saw Gambale, I was like, wow, this is amazing. But it was very hard for me, maybe because I'm lefty.
Yeah.
Very hard to have this precision, you know.
Yes.
To play, but then you can practice the same way.
Wow.
Like a 3,
Yep.
4 strings, 5, 6.
That's a great.
And then the difference, because at first what happens is like you might play the first note and the last note, right? When you first learn the technique, but the hard part of the sweep picking is to play slowly.
Yeah.
And control.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3. And not like hopping like this, right?
Yeah.
And having the control for playing any combination of strings.
That's some of the most relaxed sweep picking technique I've seen there. You're not angling the pick. You're not angling the pick as much as. I mean, Frank really angles the pick
like
down
this.
like that. Yeah. When he's doing
and to be very, that's like, I don't know, like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't like that sound.
Yeah.
This. I didn't like that.
The scratchy.
I didn't like the scratch.
Yeah.
I sound like. That's a pure sound.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that. Not this. So I was like, getting this sound, not this sound.
Right.
See the difference?
Yeah.
The attack.
Yeah.
So. Right, so, or with distortion, or something like that, right? Yeah.